Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lucy Vidya Fatir from State University of Surabaya. I will explain about my research with uh, my team, the effect of a short-term high-intensity functional training program on strength and endurance in recreational runners. Okay. This introduction. In athletic performance, we know we must have good endurance and strength. It's because athletic is a mother of sport. All athletic movement like running, walking, jogging have an exercise continuous and interval. Now I want to show you about the functional strength training can improve performance of athletic in recreational runners. I have a method randomized control design with 24 participants in two groups, 12 functional strengthening using MRAP or as many rounds as possible, and 12 participants in control group. Now, this is a treatment in 6 weeks of functional strength training, MRAP, group 1 with ascending load, 5, 10, 15 of 30% until 50% of one repetition maximum with 70 until 90% of heart rate maximum in 30 minutes of skier, air bike, barbell thruster, barbell deadlift, TRX squat, TRX total abdominal, TRX atomic pike push-up with circuit training. Participant in control group we have a 12 participant in age 25 and functional group in 27. Maximum of this age is 40 years old. Assessment in this treatment is strength training and endurance cardiovascular. In this training, we could go to leg strength dynamometer with kilogram, endurance cardiovascular with bucket test. All participants move from start until 15 minutes with running or jogging or walking or combining on all results with how much meter they can do it. Okay, next the procedures. In one day, as a warm up, the first group of functional strengthening and group 2 control group participant want to walk on a track and field at speed of 1 until 5 meters per second for 5 minutes and doing dynamic stretch. Next, they do go to 45 minutes per session in a functional strengthening using MRAP. Next, the volume of this protocol was maintained for the duration of the study. This is statistical analysis. I want to show you about the statistical in this experiment. Independent t-tests were used to assess difference in baseline characteristics between groups. A two-way factor analysis of variance group treat time with repeated measures of the second factor was conducted to determine the effect of group control and experimental and time pre-test and post-test on the dependent variables endurance and strength using SPS for Windows version 20. In the case of the significant interaction of time to group, post hoc analysis test was used to determine where differences occurred. If no interaction was evident, the main effect of each factor was explored. Where interactions are non-significant, only the main effects are reported. In the case of significance was set Q under 0.05 for all tests. This result. In this result, with MRAP using 45 minutes of 70 until 90 heart rate maximum in 30 until 50% of 1 RM, develop physiological function, VO2 max increase, and strength increase. This is the result. Maximum is 155.5 kilogram. Endurance 56.37, and the control strength maximum 145 kilogram. Endurance 55.30. Table 2. This is core normality pretest. All the data is normal. Results. Based on the table above, it is known that pretest results in a group have obtained a significant value greater than 0.05. From this result, it can be concluded that the overall data from the pretest results in all groups are normally distributed. Furthermore, after it is known that the pretest data is normally distributed, then the post-test data will be analyzed. This is a result of post-test. Maximum 100, maximum strength in MRAP 175.5 kilogram. In endurance 59.31 VO2max. Control strength training maximum 145 kilogram. In endurance 54.19 VO2max with Pauter. The results saw good results and had a significant effect on improving strength and endurance. Functional training also has the impact of increase in strength of leg muscles and increase in endurance cardiovascular. Correct posture when making movement is needed to avoid fail and wrong landing in prevent injury. This is a good result of this new experiment. Even strength can also increase the endurance cardiovascular function of the aerobic capacity, especially in maximum aerobic capacity. Discussion. The purpose of this discussion was to critically analyze the literature to determine how high intensity functional training or this recreational runner from a multidisciplinary perspective, physiological and performance in the short term. The main finding from a high intensity functional training workout, whereas high-intensity cardiorespiratory impaired muscular performance. On the other hand, high-intensity functional training-based training programs are effective in improving athletic performance in recreational endurance runners and exercise sports at an intensity close to or above the intensity corresponding to VO2 max appear to be more effective in improving performance and VO2 max compared with moderate intensity exercise training. However, caution should be exercised when interpreting these findings, owing the heterogeneity that exists among study protocols. In the next section, acute response of high-intensity functional training can see forward about long-term adaptation to high-intensity functional training interventions, including high-intensity functional training-based training programs are discussed separately. Okay. We would like to acknowledge the ICPEES community, healthy community in Surabaya, Professor Dr. Nur Hasan as Rector Assistant State University of Surabaya, Personal trainer and instruction in Training Zone Indonesia Parama Surya Kustrapsila, Sports Science Faculty UNESA, and Department of Physical Education, Health and Recreation at State University of Surabaya UNESA Indonesia team for their assistance in the project. We need to thank you for the subject for their participation and commitment to this project. This is a review reference and thank you.